Hey, Nerd Society, welcome back to the channel, your ultimate spot for everything about heroes. Today, we're diving into the shadows of justice to uncover the top 10 greatest vigilantes in Marvel Comics. These are the heroes who take justice into their own hands, operating outside the law to protect the innocent and punish the wicked. It's going to be an epic countdown, so make sure to stick around till the end. If you love content like this, don't forget to smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments below, and hit subscribe with the notification bell on so you never miss a video. Let's get into it. Scarlet Spider, Kane Parker. Imagine Peter Parker fully embracing his power without a shred of responsibility, acting purely on impulse and emotion. That's the essence of Kane Parker, a darker reflection of Spider-Man. As Peter's twisted clone and genetic brother, Kane began his story as a flawed, violent version of the hero we know, driven by anger and the rejection he felt from his failed creation. His journey has been turbulent, marked by tragedy and violence, as he struggled with his monstrous physical mutations and deep-seated hatred for Peter. Kane's power level often surpasses Peter's, with abilities like enhanced strength, organic stingers, and his infamous Mark of Kane, a corrosive touch that sets him apart as a formidable force. Over time, Kane transitioned from a villain to an anti-hero and vigilante. Ronin is less of a singular identity and more of a mantle pass between individuals, each embodying the essence of a masterless warrior. Originating from the Japanese term for a samurai without a master, Ronin symbolizes a lone fighter, often operating in the shadows. This title has been adopted by several Marvel heroes, including Clint Barton, famously known as Hawkeye, and Maya Lopez, the formidable Echo. The role allows these characters to shed their established identities, embracing a darker, more ruthless approach to their missions. Unlike traditional superheroes, those who take up the Ronin mantle often veer away from conventional heroics. Their actions tend to be more violent and pragmatic, frequently lacking the compassion associated with other heroes. Iron Fist, Danny Rand. Created in the 1970s during the martial arts film craze, Iron Fist is Marvel's homage to the genre, bringing Eastern mysticism and action-packed kung fu battles to comic book pages. First appearing in Marvel Premiere number 15, Daniel Rand was the brainchild of Bill Everett, Gil Kane, and Roy Thomas. Orphaned as a child, Danny discovered the mystical city of Kunlun, where he trained rigorously to become the Iron Fist, a warrior imbued with the power of a dragon. With his chi-enhanced fist that can shatter walls and his mastery of martial arts, Danny balances his role as a mystical protector with his responsibilities as a billionaire heir. Ghost Rider is one of Marvel's darkest and most iconic characters, embodying themes of vengeance, redemption, and supernatural power. First introduced in Marvel Spotlight number 5, Johnny Blaze is a stunt motorcyclist who makes a desperate pact with the demon Mephisto to save his father's life. This deal transforms him into the Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. By night, Johnny's flesh is consumed by hellfire, leaving him as a fiery skeleton atop a blazing motorcycle, a terrifying figure who punishes the wicked with his signature penance stare, a soul-searing power that forces victims to experience the pain they've inflicted on others. The character has left a fiery mark on pop culture, with 2 live-action films and appearances in animated series solidifying his place as a fan favorite. Wolverine. While he's best known today as a hero and a cornerstone of the X-Men, Wolverine's history is steeped in blood, vengeance, and a ruthless sense of justice that once made him a quintessential vigilante. Logan. A mutant with razor-sharp claws, regenerative healing, and feral instincts, has always walked a fine line between man and beast. His dark past is filled with violence, operating as both a soldier and assassin, leaving behind a trail of bodies in his wake. In his time as a vigilante, Wolverine didn't hesitate to dole out brutal, sometimes fatal, punishment to those who crossed the line. A stark contrast to the more controlled team player he often appears to be now. Logan's infamous tagline, "I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice," encapsulates his raw, pragmatic approach to justice. Moon Knight is one of Marvel's most enigmatic and multifaceted characters, defined as much by his fractured psyche as by his role as a vigilante. Created by Doug Moench and Don Perlin, he debuted in Werewolf by Night number 32 in 1975. Mark Spector, a former mercenary, was left for dead in Egypt but was resurrected by Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon and vengeance. In return, Mark became Khonshu's earthly avatar, donning the white cloak and mask of Moon Knight to fight crime and deliver justice. What sets Mark apart, however, is his dissociative identity disorder, which gives rise to multiple personas that aid in his mission. Among his most notable personalities are Stephen Grant, a wealthy philanthropist who grants him access to the upper echelons of society, and Jake Lockley, a street-smart cab driver who gathers intel from New York's everyday citizens. The Luke Cage, also known as Power Man, is one of Marvel's most grounded and compelling street-level heroes. With superhuman strength and unbreakable skin, thanks to an experiment gone awry, Cage rose from the streets of Harlem to become a hero for hire. His iconic title, Hero for Hire, captures his unique approach to superheroics, offering his protection and abilities to anyone who can pay the price. While his services sometimes put him in morally gray situations, including working for mobsters and criminals, Luke always found a way to turn the tables and ensure justice prevailed in the end. A man of integrity beneath his tough exterior, Luke Cage is driven by a desire to protect his community and provide for his loved ones. He's not your typical hero, often rejecting flashy costumes and big-time superhero antics in favor of helping those overlooked by society. Blade, the Daywalker, is one of Marvel's most relentless and iconic vigilantes, waging an eternal war against the forces of the undead. Born Eric Brooks, he is a unique hybrid of human and vampire, possessing all the strengths of vampires: enhanced strength, speed, agility, and an accelerated healing factor, without their traditional weaknesses like sunlight or garlic. This transformation was the result of his mother being attacked by a vampire while giving birth. As a result, Blade has dedicated his life to eradicating vampires and their influence on the world, becoming a feared hunter among the supernatural community. Armed with an arsenal of weapons tailored for vampire hunting, including his signature silver sword, Blade operates with ruthless efficiency. His mission is deeply personal, fueled by the loss of his mother and the desire to prevent others from suffering as he did. Daredevil, Matt Murdock, also known as Daredevil, is one of Marvel's most enduring and morally complex heroes. As a young boy, Matt was blinded by radioactive waste while attempting to save a man from being hit by a truck. While this tragic accident took his sight, it heightened his remaining senses to superhuman levels, granting him abilities like heightened hearing, an extraordinary sense of touch, and a radar-like sense of his surroundings. These enhanced senses allow him to navigate the world and fight crime, even without sight, making him a formidable opponent in his city of Hell's Kitchen. By day, Matt Murdock is a dedicated lawyer, fighting for justice in the courtroom and defending the innocent. The Punisher, Frank Castle. Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, is one of Marvel's most brutal and relentless vigilantes, driven by personal tragedy and an unwavering desire for vengeance. A former Marine Special Forces operative, Frank's life was shattered when his wife and children were killed in a mob hit. Consumed by grief and rage, he declared war on the criminal underworld, becoming a one-man army in the fight against organized crime. His combat training and tactical genius make him an unstoppable force, capable of taking down entire syndicates single-handedly. Clad in a tactical vest emblazoned with the iconic skull symbol, Frank Castle is a symbol of terror for criminals everywhere. Unlike other heroes, Frank does not hesitate to kill those who stand in his way, making him a controversial figure within the world of vigilantes. That wraps up our list of the top 10 greatest vigilantes in the Marvel Universe. From the brutal vengeance of the Punisher to the mystical powers of Moon Knight, these heroes have proven time and again that justice doesn't always come with a cape. Each one brings something unique to the table, and their stories continue to captivate and inspire. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments. Who's your favorite vigilante? And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time here at Nerd Society, where we celebrate all things heroes.